Benefits of vitamin D. Vitamin D brings numerous benefits to the body, essential for maintaining both physical and mental health. Vitamin D comes in many forms and is recommended not only for adults but also for children. Here are the benefits of vitamin D, its role in the body, how to detect vitamin D deficiencies, and which foods contain vitamin D. Just my usual reminder. This video is for educational purposes only, so speak to your doctor if you have any medical concerns. What is vitamin D? Vitamin D is a fat-soluble vitamin found in both plants and food. Still, it can also be synthesized by the human body in sunlight, called the sunshine vitamin. Vitamin D is also known as an anti-rabies vitamin because of its benefits. Vitamin D benefits many physiological processes in the body and is recognized as indispensable in growth. Types of vitamin D. There are several types of vitamin D, from D1 to D5 and D12, but only 2 are necessary to maintain the body's health. Vitamin D2, called in medical terms ergosterol, and vitamin D3 called cholecalciferol. Vitamin D2 is found in plants, and vitamin D3 is synthesized in the skin under UV rays. Both types of vitamin D are also found in food, either naturally or artificially introduced in some commercial products. Both vitamin D2 and vitamin D3 are activated in the body in the liver, where they are converted to calcidiol, and in the kidneys, where calcidiol is converted to calcitriol. 1. Benefits for the bone system. The main benefits of vitamin D are related to the bone system, as vitamin D is necessary for fixing calcium in the bones and maintaining normal phosphorus levels in the blood. In its absence, calcium is excreted by the kidneys. This fantastic property of vitamin D makes it essential for the growth and development of the bone system in children, and its deficiency is associated with rickets. Vitamin D benefits the muscular system and maintains healthy teeth, nails, and hair. 2. Benefits for immunity. Another vital role of vitamin D is maintaining a strong and healthy immune system, with vitamin D helping activate B cells, T cells, and antigen-presenting cells. Studies have also shown a natural link between vitamin D and autoimmune diseases. Thus, vitamin D reduces the level of cytokines, hormones that regulate the immune system's reactions and which are responsible for communication between leukocytes. In addition, cytokines are involved in inflammation and infection in the body. Vitamin D reduces the risk of colds and flu and protects against respiratory diseases. 3. Benefits in case of depression. Vitamin D plays a significant role in combating depression. Studies have shown that people suffering from depression are also deficient in vitamin D in the body. In addition, it is well known that in the cold season, when the sun is less in the sky, most cases of depression occur. 4. Benefits in the slimming process. Relatively recent studies have concluded that vitamin D helps in the slimming process by inhibiting increased food cravings. Researchers have concluded that this may be one of the reasons why we lose weight more quickly in the warm season. In addition, it has been shown that people who are obese have a deficient intake of vitamin D in the body, one of the reasons being that fat prevents vitamin D from reaching the body. 5. Benefits in case of diabetes. Deficiencies of vitamin D in the body can, to some extent, promote the onset and development of diabetes. According to studies, children who took the correct dose of vitamin D reduced their risk of diabetes by 88% by the age of 32. 6. Benefits in pregnancy. Women who want to become pregnant must take vitamin D before and during pregnancy. Vitamin D deficiency in pregnancy leads to a higher risk of preeclampsia. It is associated with the development of gestational diabetes. In addition, the risk of cesarean section is higher, and the baby may be born with rickets and develop various allergies in the first 2 years of life. 7. Benefits in the fight against cancer. Although research continues, an initial assessment of the benefits of vitamin D has concluded that it may protect some forms of cancer, particularly breast cancer, colon cancer, and prostate cancer. 8. Heart benefits. Vitamin D supports the health of the cardiovascular system and is essential in preventing heart attacks and other heart diseases. According to studies, vitamin D stimulates the production of renin. This enzyme regulates the amount of blood flowing through blood vessels. In the event of a deficiency, high blood pressure, a primary cause of cardiovascular disease, sets in. 9. Benefits in autoimmune diseases. Rheumatoid arthritis, multiple sclerosis, and Hashimoto's disease are just some autoimmune diseases that can be controlled and even prevented by maintaining a correct intake of vitamin D. 10. Benefits in the fight against Alzheimer's disease. Vitamin D helps prevent neurodegenerative diseases, which include dementia and Alzheimer's disease. According to researchers, vitamin D receptors in the brain help maintain cognitive abilities and remove amyloid plaque, a factor in neurodegenerative diseases. Implicitly, another great benefit of vitamin D is supporting the nervous system. In addition, vitamin D is an essential factor in slowing the cellular aging process. 11. Benefits for athletes. Vitamin D benefits people who play sports by supporting and improving performance. Vitamin D stimulates muscle development, helps muscles recover after sport, and reduces the risk of injury during training. 12. Vitamin D for children. As mentioned above, a lack of vitamin D can cause rickets in children, and the risk is already present during pregnancy. Also, the amount of vitamin D in breast milk is directly proportional to the amount of vitamin D in the mother's body. Formula-fed children may be spared this deficiency as formula milk has a preset dose of vitamin D. In children, vitamin D deficiency can lead to bone deformities of the limbs, chest, and collarbones and changes in the cranial cavity and spine. At the same time, vitamin D deficiency in children directly affects the teeth, leading to delayed development of teeth and later tooth decay. Vitamin D deficiency in children also decreases infection resistance and delays psychomotor development. Foods containing vitamin D. Foods containing vitamin D are pretty limited, so it is essential to get it from natural supplements, primarily through sun exposure. Twice a week, a sunbath of about 10 to 20 minutes can help synthesize vitamin D in the body. We point out that sunscreen lotions block the production of vitamin D by UVB rays, which is why morning exposure is most effective. Foods containing vitamin D include oily fish, salmon, tuna, cod, sardines, and, therefore, fish oil, egg yolk, beef and beef liver, cereals, nuts, apples, oranges, dairy products, and certain mushrooms that have been exposed to UV rays. Vitamin D deficiency symptoms. The main symptoms of vitamin D deficiency in the body are undue tiredness, sore hands and feet, depressed moods, unmotivated irritability, excessive sweating, constant thirst, and even some visual difficulties. In severe cases, bone and muscle pain and low stamina may occur, including when climbing stairs. Studies have concluded that there is a natural link between vitamin D deficiency and erectile dysfunction. How to diagnose vitamin D deficiency? Beyond the appearance of these symptoms that attest to a vitamin D deficiency in the body, a 25OH vitamin D blood test is needed to diagnose vitamin D deficiency correctly. This can be requested from your doctor in addition to the usual blood tests. A result showing a vitamin D concentration of less than 20 ml indicates a vitamin D deficiency in the body. The doctor may also detect an abnormality in the usual blood tests and refer the person for further tests. Causes of vitamin D deficiency. Vitamin D deficiency in the body can have several reasons. For example, a fault may be caused by a disease such as Crohn's disease, celiac disease, or cystic fibrosis, but obesity is also directly responsible. In most cases, vitamin D deficiency occurs in the cold season, when exposure to sunlight is minimal. Several risk factors are now liable for vitamin D deficiency in the body, and these are age, because with advancing age, the ability to assimilate vitamin D decreases, menopause, stress, and dark skin. Also, specific allergies and skin conditions that prevent sun exposure can be responsible for vitamin D deficiencies, and vegan and unbalanced diets. Diseases associated with vitamin D deficiency. Vitamin D deficiency increases the risk of osteomalacia, a bone-softening condition in adults, osteoporosis, a bone demineralizing condition in women entering menopause, and increases the risk of periodontitis. This condition leads to tooth loss and is compatible with rickets in children. Vitamin D deficiency also leads to psoriasis, severe depression and chronic fatigue, bronchial asthma, cardiovascular disease, Alzheimer's, dementia, cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and Hashimoto's disease. As mentioned above, vitamin D deficiency promotes preeclampsia, fertility problems, and decreased immunity. What is the vitamin D requirement? The required dose of vitamin D depends very much on age. Your doctor can also adjust it according to your individual needs. Thus, the general recommendations for the amount of vitamin D needed per day in healthy people are 1000 IU/day for children up to 1 year of age, 600 IU/day for people aged 1 to 70 years, 600 IU/day for pregnant and breastfeeding women, 800 IU/day for people over 71 years. Excess vitamin D. Although cases are sporadic, excessive vitamin D intake carries certain risks. Vitamin D toxicity occurs when taking more than 10,000 IU of vitamin D daily. Still, overdose cannot be caused by excessive sun exposure or diet. Excess vitamin D can lead to calcification of bones and hardening of blood vessels, headaches accompanied by vomiting and dizziness, loss of appetite, constipation or diarrhea, and even kidney stones or pancreatitis. Thank you so much for watching this video. As always, I wish you great health, wealth, and happiness.